I welcome to you all to this very first session of our practical lab OS under OS 31 subject. It is dedicated to the R programming data science practical lab. The theory has been taken currently by the professor our Dr. Rasal Madam, HOD of our department, and its practical assignment will be taken by me. For this purpose, at this today's session, we will first go through some of the basics of the R programming through the some of the PDFs and the videos, and accordingly we will see what are the practical assignment list that is being provided by the subject faculty to us to comply with the laboratory requirement of this subject so that we can proceed and comply with that. Okay, we shall start. Let me share the screen with you regarding the practical assignment list given by subject faculty to us to comply with. Now this is a practical assignment list of the OS 31 open subject, that's R programming, which has been decided by our institute and which is being theory is being conducted by our HOD Rasal ma'am. Madam have given us the as many as 10 to 11 program. And as per the guideline for the lab conduction, the demo of RStudio is given to student, but we will arrange it again so as those who have missed that session they can be benefited. And secondly, the students have to execute programs in the RStudio and submit the screenshot of program and output in the Google Classroom. That's how we will proceed. We will take 1 week, one program. We do have a time with us at every week at the Google Classroom. There will be the study material posting with the some of the videos, pre-recorded videos, so that you will get to idea that how to proceed with that program, what is the requirement of that program at the RStudio, and accordingly we will proceed. And you have to submit your outcome. That's a screenshot at Google Classroom so that it will be treated as a compliance of your lab. Now, very simple program and then some of the complex program have been given by subject faculty like a writer program to display the area of circle. See, at any program, there are the two major areas, two domains we have to take care. We have to take care the two domain areas network. The very first that is the syntax domain and secondly the semantic domain. Semantic means the logic of required to comply to perform that particular program. Okay. Now semantic is nothing but the logic. Then it's like if suppose you are doing the same program at the C or at any other language or any other programming platform, the semantic will not change. The major point is of the syntax. Okay, and that is being taken care by the subject faculty at her theory as OS 31 R programming is being taken theory by the Rasal madam. She will take care of the syntax and all other that point. And at our lab, we will comply with that as given in this list. This is the list provided by the department to us to comply with the lab of open subject OS 31 R programming. As many as 10 to 11 programs are there. Some of the guidelines are also given. I am going to share these guidelines and this word file at our Google Classroom. That the very first that the demo of our studio is given to student, but we will arrange it again. Those who have missed the demo, they can be benefited as told. And secondly, how we will perform the compliance of the practical lab. That's a student have to execute program in the RStudio and submit a screenshot of program and outcome or output, you can say, in the Google Classroom. As discussed right now, we will have the per week one program. At every week, there will be the some academic study material posting at our Google Classroom. Accordingly, we will proceed using the study material. That might be any PDF, that might be any particular pre-recorded video of the program itself, how to write a program, how to comply with that, and you will get to know that how to have the R programming to be done. Okay, and secondly, you have to comply with the some of the practical assignment also that is given in this Word file. As many as 11 programs are given. Okay, and there is a one second website, one government website actually, that is a spoken tutorial. I will going to share the links, credentials of the spoken tutorial at our Google Classroom. I have created one topic, and accordingly will be given and will be complying with the practical lab assignment during this pandemic situation. Hope this pandemic will come to end very soon and we can perform all these practical labs at our computer laboratory itself, so that you will get a more idea and we can solve out that practical programs face to face. To start with, I am going to share the one basic video of our programming. Let me stop this current share and share the next video with you. I'm uploading all this on our YouTube channel. Please take a look at the YouTube channel, subscribe that channel so that you can visit and enjoy that, or have the look at that videos at any time on 24 by 7 basis. Okay, it's not going to stop now. Let me share this. Yes. I think it's visible and audible.
This introduction to R course, you will learn about the basics of R, as well as the most common data structures it uses to store data. By the
Though it's a pre-recorded one, whatever he is telling, that is the content of our subject, practical subject. So I have took this video.
end of this course, you will know how to create these data structures, manipulate them, and perform calculations on them to get surprising insights. But first things first.
That's what we are going to learn in this practical subject, basics of R. Data structure means what types of data types or any program structures are there, or primary and secondary data types, and how to create them, manipulate it, means how to work upon them and perform the calculations accordingly to required to get the customized outcome as per the given program.
The basics of R. It's also called the language for statistical computing, and is one of the most popular languages to do data science, used by tons of companies and universities.
This is the R programming language, statistical. It's being used for the data science and statistical computing, and it's being very popular among the many multinational companies like Accenture, Google, Pfizer, HP, and other.
Around the globe in all sorts of fields. Optimizing a financial portfolio, or mapping marketing data, or even analyzing outcomes of clinical trials. You name it, R can handle it. But why did R become so popular? Well, first of all, it's free to use. Next,
it's an open source language, and so it's 100% free.
R's visualization capabilities are top-notch, making it easy to build beautiful plots. It's
Visualization technology is the latest one.
also easy to create so-called packages, which are extensions to R. R's very active community has created thousands of these packages for many different fields. Last but not least, R is an actual programming language with a command line interface for executing code. This is a big plus compared to other point-and-click
R programming languages details characteristics
programs out there. It might take some energy to fully get the hang of it, but fear not. DataCamp is here to help you master R in no time. Let's get started. An important component of R is the console. It's a place where you can execute.
We will see this at the time of, again visit this at the video at the time of demo of RStudio, so that you will get to know in detail. Right now we will stop this video here only and move towards the next video, wherein you will get an idea of basics of R again. That's the second video we are talking about. Now, how to learn the R language itself, and for that purpose, how some of the online resources are available. That is shown in this video. Obviously, it's in popular language due to the its graphical user interface, based data visuality techniques, and it's being used for the processing of data analytics and visualizations. These are the some of the online resources which are available freely, which might be useful to you. First one, that's R programming under the course era, where you can learn that particular function, how to write a function, data, accessing R packages, how to write a function, R function, how to debug the program, profile, link the R code, organizing and commenting the R code. Secondly, the same is with respect to the data science for the or R for the data science on the EDX platform. Why I'm sharing this to you, because that can be means you can access them on 24/7 basis, and that will be beneficial to you for your career prospects. It's on Udemy. Again, the EDX, but R basics are there. Introduction to R on the blog platform. Learn R for the business analytics from the basics. That's application of R at the business using Udemy and blog platform again. Then lastly, R tutorials are there on the blog. That actually you can use the tutorial. I will also share some of the spoken tutorial. That's Indian Government of India's platform spoken tutorial, and NPTEL Swayam platform is also there. Okay, that is something at this our very first session of our practical lab. Let me show you the programming practical list again as given by subject faculty. That is the practical list, like a program of area of circle, others, some particular mathematical programs are there, Fibonacci numbers, mean product, sum, data frames, how to create it. There come the data structures under the R. How to write a R program to read a Excel file, that's a .csv file, and display the content accordingly. How to use the array of sequence array under the R programming language. That is all. I am going to share this Word file on our Google Classroom. Okay, we'll conclude our first session at this point, and we will meet again at the next weekly. There will be the 2 sessions of practical for the discussion. If you are having any particular query on the OS1 and OS32. OS32 has not been yet started. We are going to start it very soon. OS31 we are starting by this week. At the next week, OS31 will be on the Friday, so that we can comply with that timetable. As per timetable, the practical sessions will be conducted. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.